Hello, I'm Tiffany and welcome to the Raw Report. MSNBC's Joe Scarborough declared the election win of two Republican candidates a very bad night for Donald Trump. The twice-impeached one-term president claimed credit for Glenn Youngkin's win in Virginia after his Democratic opponent made Trump a prominent campaign issue. But the Morning Joe host said the numbers just don't back that up. Here's a clip from the MSNBC segment.
Republican women. Can you believe the split between Youngkin and Trump? Youngkin plus 13 over Trump. This is, I said early on, just sort of passing, last night was a very bad night for Donald Trump because there's a guy who kept him in a lockbox. He has favorabilities plus 13 over Trump. And every Republican in that state is going, okay, we got to keep Trump and Mar-A-Lago behind the gates because when he stays the hell away, we win big, and we can get our old coalition back.
So he runs a brilliant campaign, as this Democrat said to me last night. Youngkin ran a perfect campaign. Terry did not. And if you think about 6 months of trying to make headway on this issue, trying to make education a central issue, some of it, I think, capitalizing on racial grievance, some of it capitalizing on other forms of anger, on September 28th in that second gubernatorial debate, I think, it's one of the classic gaffes in the history of American politics. Terry was up 5 points in the state at the end of September. He says, just to get it on the record, he didn't say they shouldn't be involved in the classrooms. He said, I don't think parents should be telling schools what they should teach. Now, he was trying to say, and if he'd said it the right way, I don't think that mobs of parents should be banning books. That's what he meant. And this issue. There is a huge difference between the way that wokeism plays out on college campuses and how it plays out in elementary schools in Virginia. I'm just telling you, your friends who are at NYU, either your kids' friends who are wherever, who are dealing with on liberal college campuses across the country, we could have that conversation. That's not what was happening in Virginia. There was a discussion there about whether critical race theory was being injected in the Virginia schools. And I will say again, the Youngkin people could not come up with an example of a school where critical race theory was taught. What I do think that Terry's handling of it was malpractice. And it's in a situation where Youngkin was trying to take an issue, education, that is never, in my experience, you guys might have other experience, have never been the number 2 issue in a statewide race. Never seen that before. That was as soon as that finding came out from the exit poll last night, before they started doing numbers, I was like, oh, Terry's in trouble. McAuliffe's in trouble. And Youngkin had spent 6 months trying to make that issue central and was taking a lot of that anger and a lot of that resentment. Some of it is white grievance. Some of it's fear. Some of it's a whole lot of other things. Economic anxiety, people mad at Joe Biden. There were a lot of suburban parents who were, masks in schools, vaccine mandates. There were a lot of angry. There were a lot of angry parents. And Youngkin found that, I will say, the brilliance of the Youngkin campaign, I think,
Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to visit us at rawstory.com. And if you'd like to see more of the Raw Report, please like and subscribe. And join others who like their news raw too.